So I've had an Amazon Echo Auto now for about 2 weeks. These are just coming out, and I assume by Christmas they'll be fully on the market. And I wanted to do a review on it just because it's so new, and it's been actually a pretty nice device to work with. So it's this little device. It's got the 2 Echo buttons that you're familiar with and a light in the front. It mounts to your ventilation system with this little piece that fits in your vents, and then is magnetically attached to the stand. And then this plugs into your, I guess, formerly known as a cigarette lighter, but power outlet. And it's got 2 USB outs, so if you want to, you can charge your phone from the same one. And then it will connect to and that's it. Now you've got a full Amazon Echo device in your car. So far, it's been great. It does everything that I've wanted it to do, and then some. For example, Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 9:37 a.m.
So
have a good morning.
I've got it connected. It connects from the Echo device to the phone, and then the phone's audio is going through the car stereo. I found that if I want, I can wear Bluetooth headphones, and it will pump into the headphones, and I can turn off the audio. That also works. And so far, there's been really no problem with the audio. It's great. When I make calls with it, it will make calls through the phone, and the person on the other side of the phone says it sounds clearer than when I'm in the car normally, and that's because the speaker, it's got 8 directional speakers on the phone, and they're much higher quality than what comes default in most cars. This is a 2016 Ford Explorer, so it's not a old car, but the speakers are still much nicer in this new device. It does not seem to be sending Amazon messages. When I use the message, it sends it as an SMS message, which is kind of interesting. It sends it as an SMS through the phone, and that means that I can also send it to people that don't have Amazon devices. And that's nice. And it sends both a text, and it also sends a little audio file. So that's nice. It does function as a navigator, but only in as much as it will open your Google Maps and run the navigation from the phone through the speakers. And I would demonstrate that here, except that when you do that, it shuts off the camera. But you should just know that it works pretty much seamlessly. The reason that I'm excited about this is whenever I get in the car to drive, for example, going to work, I get a long list of to-do items. When I get to work, I need to do X, Y, Z, and it's got that built in. Alexa, add to my calendar.
Sure. What day and time?
Today at 6:30 p.m.
On what day?
Today.
And what's the name of the event?
Upload video.
I'll schedule upload video today at 6:30 p.m. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, I've added that.
Alexa, add to my to-do list.
What can I add for you?
Edit video.
You already have edit video on your to-do list. Would you like to add edit video again?
No. It also will set reminders. So it'll set reminders, and it will have location-based reminders. So I can say, when I get to Walmart, remind me to buy milk. And it will do that. Alexa, when I get to Walmart, remind me to buy bread.
Okay, Scott P. I'll remind you at Walmart Vision and Glasses.
And it also has the capacity to recognize location. And I'll record a demonstration here as I'm driving to the office today, and cut that into this video. Alexa, where am I?
You're on WA 270 in Pullman, Washington. Headed east.
And lastly, it pretty much seamlessly works with the Amazon Amazon Music. Alexa, play Let's Make the Water Turn Black.
Let's Make the Water Turn Black by Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, starting now on Amazon Music.
And with the Audibles. So you can access your Audible book while driving without digging in your phone. And that's a nice benefit. A lot of the applications before, I would be mostly hands-free, but occasionally, for example, if I wanted to change chapters in a book or something, I'd have to touch it. And now that's all taken care of with the device. Alexa, open my audiobook.
There's 8 minutes left in the chapter and 2 days, 3 hours, 39 minutes left in the book.
I don't like me. And he is asking to be allowed to go out for 5 minutes.
Alexa,
The dear
stop.
fellow wanted to see if the missing piece were at the scene of the
Alexa,
story.
stop. There's been, I don't know if I call them 2 issues, but they're features that do not work quite right. One is I found that unlike the sync built into the Ford, it will not stop the vents as you are speaking. So in the sync, you push the button, it turns down the vents, and then it asks you to speak a command. In this one, if you have your vents blowing on high, sometimes it masks what you're saying. So you'll have to be aware, or find a different location possibly for the device so that it's not having air being blown on it. And a second issue is that when you receive SMS messages, I have not gotten it to be able to read them yet. I will say, read message, and when it does that, the blue light turns on as though it's speaking to me, but there's no sound. And my assumption is that there is a competition between the Ford Sync and the Amazon device for priority over the messages. But I'm not entirely certain yet. So those are the only 2 features that I have not gotten to work yet. But aside from that, it's been a great device. I have an Amazon Dot at home and in the office, so I've been using that to keep my calendars in sync and just organize my day. And this has been a way to bridge between those. And in particular, if you're going on a lengthy drive, for example, I occasionally will drive to Richland to visit a laboratory there. And when I do that, you're in the car for 3 hours, and it's nice to be able to access books and all of this without having to grab the phone, and also have access to your reminders and calendar and to-do list. So I will come back and probably post a follow-up in 6 months from now to see if it's still working. So far, It does not seem to have any problem with the heat. We've had days up here that are between 95 and 100 Fahrenheit, and I've just left it out in the car, and there's been really no apparent problem. So they constructed it to be able to withstand the heat, and we'll see how it handles the cold as well. Thank you very much.